Hey y'all. So, how are you guys? As if I actually expect a response. Anyway, I am basically doing the simplest makeup look that you can possibly do. I have been very, very sick the last 2 days. So, this is makeup that for when you don't want to go out anywhere, but you may have to, then this is a great way of putting yourself together without having to do a whole lot. I have already done my foundation. I started with this. I sprayed it all over. And then I did use a primer because your skin is very dehydrated when you're sick. Also, keep in mind, this is great for if you have hangover. Granted, I've never had an actual hangover before. Your skin is the same as when you're sick. You're dehydrated. So, this is the primer that I use, or that I use today. It's also luminous, so it kind of gives that glow back to your skin that, well, when you're sick, frankly, you just don't have. And then the foundation I used is one of my favorites, L'Oreal Lumi True Match. And the setting powder I used is just NARS Light Reflecting Setting Powder, translucent. And under my eyes, I did the Instant Age Rewind. It's just a brightener and illuminator. I put it on my regular points, and then I set it with the yellow powder right here. That's all I've done, and now I'm just kind of fixing my eyebrows up a little bit before I actually fill them in. I use the, if I can find it. Oh, there it is. I, of course, in my last video, it's the same thing. I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pen. So yeah, this will take me a few minutes. I know, I get very focused when I do my eyebrows, and I don't know why. It's not that hard of a task to perform. Anyway, so how is everybody doing? I know it's Friday, so that I'm happy about, but unfortunately, my husband has duty, so I won't get to see him a whole lot. Except he does work like what a normal schedule would be tomorrow. And I really have no clue about Sunday, so. But I am so happy to say that not this weekend, but the next weekend, my daughter will be back home. And I cannot even begin to express how happy that makes this mama. I have thoroughly enjoyed the time I've gotten with my husband. But I need my daughter back. I know, I'm just more fun than a barrel of monkeys today, aren't I? I don't know what's been going on, but I have been really, really sick. And nobody get any funny ideas. I'm not. It's just flat out sick. It's almost like flu symptoms to a point. Without the, granted, my nose has been running, but it's not been stopped up or anything like that. It's just and I don't really have any, I mean, I cough every now and then, but it's not like sick cough. Oh. Y'all can try and make sense of it for me. Alright, my eyebrows are done. I've set them, and I'm now going to use, I don't know, this one should be good enough. I'm taking the NARS concealer and just taking the, I'm just doing that, and then most people don't do this every day, and I really don't do it when I'm sick, but I'll pause this. Y'all don't need to see all this. Alright, so I got that done. Now I'm going to set it with a very light setting powder, just to make sure it doesn't smudge. Anytime you put a liquid on, you really, unless it's like a if I can get the right words out. What is the word I'm looking for, y'all? Cream blush. Ignore my absent-mindedness. Blush is a pretty important thing right now when you're sick. Because I don't know about y'all, but when I get sick, I have no color in my cheeks whatsoever. And it just doesn't look good for me. So that's one thing that I do. It's not for everybody, but yeah. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm not contouring, I am, but I'm not. I lied. I am kind of contouring. It's just not gonna be very, contouring for me isn't that big of a deal anymore. Some would skip this part entirely, but I'm not one of them. I like doing this because it adds shape to my very round face. And anybody who has a round face can vouch how much the contouring helps. Not even doing that good of a job. Just kind of putting it on there. I'm going to use the bigger one for that. All right. Yep. So pretty much just the simplest. The next thing I'm gonna do is highlight, and I'm using, oh well, lovely. Gotta love it when products randomly open in your makeup bag and you stick your finger in it. Alright, back to what I was trying to do to begin with. I'm using Hourglass's Ambient Lighting Powder, Luminous Lighting Powder. It also helps keeping you from looking sick. Alright. The last two things I'm going to do is using a cream brow pen. This is like one of the biggest tricks that I've done since learning how to do makeup, is using a cream or white on your waterline. Not the tight line, the waterline. And it immediately takes care of any discoloration whatsoever. I love it. The other trick that I learned is taking just one solid color, a very light color, and just put it all over the lid. And that's it. Like, don't put anything else or get fancy. There's no need for it, especially if you don't feel good to begin with. And then adding mascara. I'll meet you back when I have done the mascara. Alright, so last thing I'm doing is just lightly lining my lips. Using Boldly Bare by MAC. I love the color. And then as my actual lip color, I'm using Revlon. I actually don't know anymore. It's a Balm Stain in the color Honeydew 001. I'm sure they still have it if you wanted it. It is a basically a colored chapstick. Last but not least, just this, just to finish it. Alright. And if you want to top everything off, put your hair up in a sock bun, and you're ready to go for the day. The easiest makeup routine that you can have. for when you feel sick or hungover, whatever. I hope everybody has a great day and a great weekend, and I will see everybody in my next video. Peace.